What's going on, guys? It's your boy A-Ron, a.k.a. Turtle the Ascended, and we are here back on another episode of the Technical Topic. Ladies and gentlemen, what's good?
Skip.
So we back on episode number 7, man. So first and foremost, I would like to thank any and all people who shared, liked, comment, subscribed, my videos, my channel, whatever. You know, keep sharing that stuff, man. Trying to get me out there. You know what I'm saying? So before we really get into the topic of today, first of all, I have hit my personal goal of 30 subscribers. So
I want everybody to clap.
Nasty. I give you tiny clap. Nasty.
I didn't clap. I looked at my food.
All right.
Got him.
But since I've hit my little personal goal, the next technical topic will be live. Okay, will be live. At a later date, I will drop a small vid talking about the specifics, like the time that it's going to be, so y'all can tune in, talk your stuff. You know what I'm saying? I think we decided we were gonna use cams for that one. Is that cool with everybody? Y'all three?
I should be able to use it.
Oh yeah. We pay. Sure.
Alright, so we will use.
Hold on.
Alright, so we will use cams for that one. And it's gonna be real lit for you guys and stuff like that. But now back onto the main event. We've got a couple of guests with us. But before we get to them, let's run around the room once again with my technicians. Bars.
Oh, what's up? It's your boy Big Butter Banger, a.k.a. the Big Bitch, a.k.a. Iron Man's second suit, a.k.a. Spider-Man's third suit, a.k.a. Black Panther's original suit. What's up? How y'all doing? Let's go.
Ring. Wow, it's me, bitch. The Baraha the King.
And as vanilla, it's always, this is Shadowfallz.
Oh my! One of these episodes, you gotta be my
man. One of these episodes, I would just come in with some foolishness, but no, not this one. I'm ready to get into the top.
See, he gonna come in with the foolishness when y'all come in basic. So y'all gotta come in super basic one time.
All right, next time my name is just my name.
All right. So on to our two guests. Our first guest today, we got Mr. Busting in your house, sneaking in, man, with the shuriken, Mr. Tony the Shinobi. What's good?
Hey, what's up, everybody? Shiny Wizard. It's your boy Tony the Shinobi in the hizzy. Call me Tony Yee, the Master Yee.
Hey.
All right.
Yeah. Although I never played the champion. He's busted though.
And our second guest, we got Mr. DJ D-Rec. Cut the beat. What's good, DJ D-Rec? What's good, man?
How y'all doing? You know, DJ D-Rec, a.k.a. King Boo, a.k.a. the original Malkai God.
A.k.a. this is my friend Tree. Alright, so these are all League of Legends friends, which is also our topic. League of Legends.
Hey,
Episode number 7, committed to memory, is League of Legends, ladies and gentlemen.
League of Legends. Boy, we got a lot to talk about on this one.
We got tons of ammo. So,
brother.
what we're gonna start with, kind of, I guess, affectionate maybe. We already know each other's that type stuff, but for those that don't know, what is, or who is rather, your favorite champion?
Gangplank set.
That is 2 champions.
Gangplank.
Really? You like Gangplank
Yeah.
more than Set?
Yes.
Really?
Set. Listen. Set is like my spirit animal. Okay. But like, Gangplank is a lot more depth to his kit. Okay.
Yeah, but you ban Set so then they just can't play him.
Exactly. I
You
don't
don't
care if
ban
people play.
Gangplank.
No, 'cause I like watching them suffer and flounder on a champion they know how to play.
That's it.
Tragic.
I like
Ladies and
watching them
gentlemen,
be
do not
like,
like
I'm gonna play GP and then get folded because they don't really know how to play him.
That's disrespectful. A little bit.
Big facts.
Shadow.
I mean, my favorite champion is easily Senna. Shoutouts to that True Damage video. Literally got me into the game. And yeah.
What a great video.
Senna is easily my favorite champion.
Hey, shout outs to me for showing him that vid.
Big facts, he did show me the video. That was you.
That was the true
Damage. Got him.
Ironically, none of them have true damage.
Ironically.
True.
Hey, baby, it's the girl that pinned you up against the tree. My
Oh,
baby,
no.
little one, Poppy.
Hey,
That's my favorite champion.
The Yoda with the hammer.
Facts.
Old
Oh,
Emmy
like-
Rose looking champion.
Like since when I first started playing the game, I don't know what I liked about her. I just know she was a little motherfucker with a big ass hammer.
Yep,
That was it.
that is Poppy.
No?
See, my boy is the Grandmaster of Arms, Mister. Imagine if I had a real weapon, a.k.a. surprise. I'm black, Young Jax.
Really? You think Jax is your favorite champion?
That's my favorite champion.
Big
Not
facts.
Kennen?
Nah, Kennen is
No.
right behind him, but that's my favorite champion.
Really?
I've played Jax since like the end of season 2 up to now. Like that dude has never fallen off of me. Like he's the only champion I have all the skins for. I spent $50 on PAX Jax just to say I had all of Jax's skins and say nobody else did. That I do at least. Somebody say like, oh, I main Jax too, I got all his skins. Oh, you got PAX Jax? Don't shut up, me.
Oh, got it.
Got him.
You don't main Jax, you ain't paying that PAX. But to be fair
You
to anybody talking about me, that I spent $50 on a skin, I had some smooth spending money, and I was like, F it. I had smooth free spending money. Nope, all the bills was paid, all my obligations was done. I was like, I'm gonna buy me something dumb.
Hey man, you ain't gotta tell us how you spend your money. That's all I need to know.
Big man dinks.
Hey, Tony the Shadopi, drop it out us.
Oh man, you know, I had a few favorite champions, but I've been dropping them here and there. And I gotta say, as of recent,
Timo.
Zillion.
Nasty.
Oh,
Yes. Zillion the
Billion?
Oh yeah.
See, I smooth thought he was gonna say Vel'Koz.
Right?
facts.
Vel'Koz is a very, very close second. He's always gonna be my homie, but Zillion is just fun to play. You feel me?
And annoying, but that's just my personal opinion.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, no, he is annoying. He's the king. Well, not the king, but he is annoying.
I'm the Richard big dog. Everybody's annoying.
Most characters are annoying.
But that boy Zillion though,
Yeah, he makes you want to break monitors.
He really does.
he makes you just
Honestly, when he slow you down and double bomb you,
Yep.
or he
Infinite-
double slow
infinite
you.
stuns.
He makes me want to go home
He
to
makes you.
play them and make me want to fold the person who's playing them.
big facts.
Now you play Zillion? Run them hands, boy.
Run them hands.
And then there's Yumi, but you know we're probably gonna be talking about her later. But
Oh.
Nasty.
We'll save that.
All right, DJ D-Rec.
I don't know. I do know. I mean, that's probably gonna come out to a shock to everybody, but my favorite champion's Alawi. To be honest.
Fuck.
Shut up.
Like, to be honest.
No.
What?
Your literal name is based off of Maokai.
This is
You
true.
are the King Groot. Everything. You literally have like highest freaking points and mastery on Maokai.
Hey, Professor will not say anything about it loud. You know what he called you? One trick pony Maokai.
This is true, but Alawi she came out in a time where I just wasn't that good at top lane, and then they made Alawi, and I was able to just crush everybody. Garen, no problem. Ult. Darius, no problem. Ult. Anybody that came top lane, it was gonna hammer, and I just it's just unbeatable from. Just that ult, man, that E ult combo, it makes you want to cry sometimes. I'll be like, hey, well, you know, you should have ganked me. You did. That's not my fault. You die. I mean, that's how the cookie crumbles.
Well,
That's how the cookie crumbles.
that nigga said Alawi. That's very interesting.
Everyone hates her, so you know, I just brings more fuel to my players.
I just need her hitbox to be fixed.
I just need her to be fixed, period. You know, like not be in the game.
Like her freaking tentacles don't make sense. Like their hitboxes don't make sense.
You're right, they shouldn't be in the game.
I mean, you're not wrong, and I agree with that statement.
All
But her
right.
hitbox literally just don't make sense.
All right, so we might have some universal answers on the next one. Who is your least favorite champion in the game?
Yasuo.
Yes. So I was gonna say Fizz because I passionately hate Fizz, but
And I'm gonna talk about this broken ass dumb champion.
yeah.
Ever since he came into the game, he's been a nuisance. I don't care if you like him. I don't care if you play him because he's strong. He just annoying. He got 15 passives and one passive. He's too strong. He just do too much. God, let me sip on my soda.
Yeah.
I'm trying not to cuss, but
He's just too strong.
he's just too strong, man. Like,
Oh, yeah.
like I said earlier, when they made that character, he was, I guess at a point in time, they wanted a real strong hyper carry mid laner. And they was just trying to figure out what to do, like make him AP, AD, I don't know. And they just threw out Yasuo. Yasuo got a cool concept. I mean, it's dope. I like the lonely samurai. That's cool. But man, come on, Riot. The fact that he can just he gets 100% crit off of just 2 items. One of them being Infinity Edge, man. Y'all geeking. He does way too much damage. I don't care how you try to nerf him or you think you're nerfing him. You're not, because he's just got too much in his kit. He can win wall, forward or backwards. It don't matter. I mean, it's just crazy, man. He counters too many people with just that win wall alone, let alone him dashing. That's not on the cooldown, but we're not gonna talk about that. So, yeah, that's about it for me.
He do got a dash that's not on cooldown.
Yeah,
That man needs to dash out the game.
Yeah, that ninja got fake cooldowns.
Facts.
Literally, you got
Manaless.
2 abilities that's on like a second or 2 second cooldown.
That is really do don't make no sense though.
His ult may as well be on freaking a no cooldown too. It seems like he has it every time he engages. No, we're talking about Yasuo.
Yeah, Yasuo definitely takes the cake for me. He's definitely my most favorite champion.
Who's your most hated champion? Shadow.
Most hated champion?
Yumi.
Oh, well.
Mine is Yumi, actually.
Okay, if we're talking based off strict, I don't even want to say that. No, I'd say it's Yumi easily, because the like, even though she's not as strong right now as she used to be, just the design of that character is utterly stupid in my opinion.
Oh yeah,
like it's just it's ridiculous. Freaking untargetable, like healer that can freaking just
Mecha fed person, even more stronger.
Right? And just like that's their whole deal. It's just, and then it's like you look at the assists, like look at her like scores or whatever. The only thing is she just needs the person who's like fed to be doing well. She just needs one person to be doing well, and that's it. That's all she got to do. Like it literally takes almost little to no play on the Yumi's part. It's like straight up the definition of getting carried.
Yep.
Like, it's
paid.
Little to no skill.
You're literally getting carried. Yeah.
Right? That's all you're doing. It's definitely like design, principle, just as a person who made support across many games in general, like
yep.
It's stupid. Yeah.
Yes, yeah, I hate Yasuo too. I'm on the Yasuo train. But since there's already a bunch of Yasuo words down, I'm gonna say Fiddlesticks.
Oh.
I fucking
really?
New Fiddlesticks? You see how much I banned that dude? You know why? Because it took one game. I was playing jungle. I was doing okay well, then Fiddlesticks ulted, and then I died before I had a chance to move. And he did it again. And he did it again. And he did it again. I was like, no, alright, get him out of here.
And he did it again.
He just literally ults, fears the whole team, walks away. No. There's literally no counterplay to that. Like, you can build a QSS, but no, he's still gonna burst you down. Can't kill the stupid son bit. No. Still gets a bonus damage because he fears you in the first place. No. F that dude.
See, that sounds like when I first started playing the game, like Hecarim in the jungle. I used to passionately, every time I tried the jungle, I'd literally just get run over in the jungle. No counterplay, I'm dead. Like, I see him, roar, and I'm dead. And then he drive by, he hits me with a drive by, takes spikes my jungle camp, and then rolls out smooth.
Man. Man, alright. Speaking of, well, sort of speaking of, I'm gonna put y'all like this. Would you recommend a friend to play League of Legends?
No,
never.
No.
I would.
No. I know you would.
I thought about it.
I mean, I'm lying. I would.
No, I
for
wouldn't.
the employment. I would.
Nah.
I definitely would. I did. That's why most of y'all are playing the game. That's why AJ's playing the game. By proxy, that's low-key why Tank's playing the game. That's why Houston's playing the game. That's why Derek's playing the game.
I started playing the game because of Derek and Trey.
That's what I said by proxy.
I started playing the game because of Jerry.
Exactly. I got that Ninja Jerry into. No, I think H got him into it, but I got H into it. I am the chain reaction that got most of y'all ninjas in the league.
I told Jerry about it, and Jerry started playing, and I was like, man, I might jump back into it. And then I started playing again with Jerry, and it went on from there.
Yeah.
Tony, weren't you already playing it, kind of, sort of?
I played it.
I did in season 3. And I pretty much quit. Didn't really come back until I think it was my cousin. Until my cousin got me back into it.
So you like umpteen something years later?
Yeah, basically.
You came back what, like 3 years ago.
Yeah, 2 years ago. 2 years ago.
That's when you start playing
been
with
playing
everybody
since.
else.
Yep.
That's when you were playing with like me, Hayden, Kyle, and Tanner.
Boston, yeah,
Bad times, bad times.
bad time.
Oh no.
And in all honesty, I know we have a lot of hatred towards League of Legends, but League of Legends at its core is a good game.
It is.
We all know this. That's why we keep playing it.
If it was,
But-
if it, yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, go ahead. No, go ahead.
Oh.
You was that thing.
gotcha. But it's just so much toxicity. I'm guessing that's the correct word to use
That's all right.
in the game
Mhm.
itself that makes people want to rage quit
Mm-hmm.
in multiple ways.
Actually,
What you about to say, Tank?
No. What you finna say, Aaron?
oh, I was about to move to up. Like, you got something on it, say something on it. I'm gonna segue into something.
Ooh.
To the fact that it's a team game and people want to play it like a solo kills the morale. You know,
Big
like
facts.
people thinking that they the focus of the game and that they know what they talking about all the time, and then they just want to type their life away, telling people, you know, such and such, right? Just because they're hard stuck silver and they don't know, you know, and they feel like they know more than a bronze player. I'm like, okay. No,
Oh my god, don't focus the tank!
not like. Listen, dog. You're hard stuck silver. I don't want to hear it.
I don't want to hear it. I don't
Well-
want to hear what you got to say.
But my teammates.
No,
F
fuck
'em.
the team.
My jungler.
That's what I feel like the most. That is the best decision you can make in low elo. Shut everybody off.
That's what
Facts.
I do. First thing
Shut
I do in a
everybody
ranked game, mute
Yep.
all.
Especially if you're playing solo. Shut everybody off. Nobody's opinion
Everybody.
matters. It's gonna kill your whole mentality.
Mindset. It's gonna be your mindset, mentality.
Like the moment you mess up, it's gonna take one person in your game to tilt you. It's gonna take one person to spam ping. It's gonna take one person to just keep typing over and over again. To take your farm, to take your jungle, to take.
Oh man, he said take your farm. That reminded me.
Oh, yeah.
ADC a couple days ago.
See,
Oh yeah.
see, while we're here, while we're in this ballpark, you know what I'm saying? What do you guys individually think the most tilting thing about League is?
People.
What tilts you personally the most?
People,
So like, the community. Is
the
what you're saying?
community, the
Yeah,
people.
the
This
people.
game has been around for so long and has accumulated these magnum dong of a community and like in a player base. And there's so many people that play it that you get the good people and the bad people. But since it's online gameplay, you get mostly bad. Right. It's like Call of Duty online. Like, bro, you mess up, you get roasted. Like it's community tilts folk. Like the bad people in the community, the people who literally will follow you around with smite and take your jungle camps, like the people who will freaking just literally as support take your farm, as AJ has experienced, just literally just not care. People ruin this game. People essentially ruined Yasuo. People. Yasuo was such a cool concept character, but people just literally spammed him to the dirt. And now you can't get a game without a Yasuo in it unless he's banned. Like, people ruined this game. That's why nobody wants to jungle. Just people don't want to hear other people talk about how their jungler needs to be playing around them. People. Let's get him up.
Jungler, can I get it? Can I get a jungler?
Where is my jungler?
Can you camp top, please, jungler? I know the dragons are bot side, but can you come?
Oh, I swear to God, if you miss smite a dragon. I swear to God.
Don't miss smite a dragon. Don't miss smite a dragon. Oh,
I swear to God, they will spam ping your smite, spam ping your life, spam ping your some of the spells.
Hey, to be fair, we do that to each other.
To be fair. See, but we do it because we know
we're
that.
trolling.
Yeah.
Like we're obviously like when they do it there is malicious intent behind it. Like, no.
And then now we got this phrase of jungle diff, mid diff, team diff.
I remember the first time I saw
game
like
diff
or whatever. I literally had to go look it up because I'm like, bro, why did people keep saying like? Because it was when I was first learning, whenever I was like first starting the game, like of course I'm not good, just started, so you know what everyone gonna say whenever a role ain't doing what they supposed to do. Oh, support did. Support did, bot did, all that. I was like, what does this diff thing mean? So I had to go and Google it, and then I did. I was like, this is one of the most toxic phrases I've come across in any competitive game I've played. Like, just
Oh man.
team diff. What do you mean team diff?
Team diff. Shut up. That's why you gotta mute folk. I don't play a game now with the enemy team unmuted. I don't. The enemy team is muted.
all chat stays muted.
All chat is off. Whatever they got to say to me is not not gonna help me in any way, shape, or form.
Not relevant at all.
Right, and I'm gonna see what they say at the end of the game anyway, because I'm automatically forced to look at the chat.
Not anymore.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, you can mute them dudes before. Which, speaking of, should have been in the game already.
Oh,
like,
God.
I don't understand. You know your game is toxic AF. You know these people are gonna talk trash for you missing a caster minion. They're gonna talk trash for freaking Volleybear getting bullied by freaking Quinn, knowing there's not a daggum thing he can do to reach her. Like, you know they're gonna talk crap about freaking who is it? Yasuo crapping on literally any other champion, even though they know it's Yasuo. They're gonna talk crap about you losing to Veigar, even though he puts a whole cage around you and you have to dash to him to do anything, because he has a point and click on ult that just does a crap ton of AP. They're gonna talk trash about you not defending against that one freaking Pike execute. Oh, I'm sorry, I don't have a healing ability. No, you're just trash. Shut up! Shut up!
I feel like we need to revisit Yasuo for a second.
Wait, I gotta tell y'all what my thing is. It's actually not the community. It's Riot judgment when it comes to character development or character diversity. I can handle the community. That's just me personally. I usually don't get that mad, but I mean, it happens to everybody. But I don't like that Riot makes certain champions good to be competitive. Some are just there just for fun, and then some of them are there to be used in like the league actual the what is it called? LCS, yeah. I think that's truly unfair to most players, because if my character is not quote unquote viable or competitive, I won't be able to use it just because it's another character that can do what I'm doing but better, or they just could just out damage me, or they can out tank me, just anything like that. I think that's a dumb decision on their part to have a big roster like that, but you can't use that big roster like it. You might as well just have 60 champions, in all honesty, to me. But that's just me. Yeah.
I super feel that. I think a lot of the issue with that comes from the fact that they waited until they put 150 plus champions in the game to start reworking all their old peeps. Because because now you have 150 plus champions. Then you rework the old peeps. Now the old peeps just made like 6 of those champions you put in the game irrelevant. Like look at Garen. Just Garen alone has invalidated so many champions that they've put in the game in the top lane. Freaking rework Volibear. Rework freaking what's the name? Yorick is a good change. He's not as oppressive as he once was to me. Because that dude apparently used to be horrible. Like it was not even fair. Like Yorick was literally the no fun champion back in the day. And he was so boring too. I played him once. I was like, this is lame. Never trust that dude again.
Yeah, to speak on what Aaron's saying, I actually played Yorick when I first started playing the game. Like, I actually played him. He was boring. Like, he was fun to play. Like, don't get me wrong, he was really cool. Like, the concept was cool, and he was like fun to play to me. But he was boring in lane because like you couldn't kill anything. You just killing people was hard. Like I didn't know why. I couldn't understand why I couldn't kill people because I was new to the game, but I just couldn't kill people. I just couldn't kill people. It was really weird that I just couldn't kill people. So he became this boring champion.
No, that dude was annoying. It was about as exciting as playing freaking what's the name, Jarvan in the jungle.
Oh my god! You might as well just go to sleep.
Man, I'm telling you.
To be fair, Jarvan is not meant to be that like crazy. He's supposed to be like a real simple jungler. Yeah. Just to jump into that hole.
Like Garen.
Well, yeah, he's a simpleton. But he's also not freaking ridiculously powerful. He's just really flexible. Garen is ridiculously powerful. This dude is tanking your whole team and just half health the whole team at the same time.
Can we talk about his AD ratios? If he pulls a Trinity Force or a black cleaver,
or a Phantom Dancer and Static Shiv. Don't even get me started on the fact that his ticks of his spin give him Conqueror. What? The individual ticks. What the?
It's stacking up so fast.
And he has a silence, man, movement speed, and execute that does magic damage.
A W that gives him a shield that increases his tenacity.
Which basically gets him out of CC straight the frick up. Stupid. Stupid. He's a juggernaut bursting people down. What the?
That man is a juggernaut AP mage burst.
I was playing man, I was playing Kindred earlier and I was fed. This ninja hopped on me, half health, execute. I died in less than 3 seconds.
Yep.
What?
Forget a brother that's bursting people down. He'll run into the middle of a team fight and literally look at your ADC, order dead in the eyes, Q her, spin one time, and still get out that mug. That's the thing that I don't understand. How are you getting away? How he stunned you 3-4 times before you got to her, and you still was able to walk out the fight unscathed?
Facts. Yep. Daniel has done that way too many times.
Oh yeah, don't forget that he walks out of the fight for 0.2 seconds, gets his health back. He's like, I'm back.
Now,
facts. Entire health bar back. Why do you have a passive that gives you health for being out of the fight? There's an item called Warmogs that's for that. Then why have the item? What's the point of that item if he has it in his kit?
Double the reward.
To be fair, that's just a unique part of the Garen's kit.
Yeah, I don't like BS.
Which I ain't. Go ahead.
Oh, I'm not mad at that aspect as much as all the other shit he could do.
Facts.
Yeah.
You should not be building tank and doing damage.
Yeah, his passive is whatever. But the fact that his AD ratios are ridiculous if he builds like Trinity Force or any AD item, his Q fam, murk. Like and it's a silence. So once you get hit with it, which you will
You're
inevitably
guaranteed
get,
another one.
you are literally
Guaranteed.
Yep.
You're guaranteed to die.
Guaranteed.
Got him.
What does I think?
Guaranteed.
What does I think? What we-
Someone said, I don't think you heard me the first time. Guaranteed.
That's why, you know, Garen and Yumi was a thing. You know? That was a thing.
Me and Tony ran that bug. It was insanely dumb.
Oh yeah, that dude is not dying. Like, not even just like not.
Man.
There's no fun to be had for the enemy team.
I still think freaking Yumi Evelyn is worse.
It's pretty annoying, but
I haven't seen that combo.
I'm more scared of Yumi Twitch.
Yumi Twitch is bad.
Yumi Twitch, the whole team dies from nothing.
I got hit with the Yumi Evelyn once, and I was like, yeah, nah, take Yumi out the game.
Man, Yumi Garen, bruh. Yumi Garen. Shoot, I was with both of y'all. I read Yumi Garen with Tony. I said, hey, let's run Yumi Garen. The dude was like, oh no. Destroyed bot lane.
And then you saw it in LCS. I was just like, man, really?
It was destructive. I ran set Yumi with freaking Tank. It was super strong. Tank don't want to do it no more.
No.
It was too broke.
Also because they just nerfed my boy Set.
Shoot, they also went up against we went up against what was it? Riven Yumi the other day, or was it today?
Yeah.
Oh, it was Riven. Yeah, we went against Riven Yumi. I went against Riven Yumi yesterday.
Yeah,
was it today?
Was it
today?
You. It was probably today. I think it was today, earlier today.
I would say.
It was super tilting.
That was
Couldn't stop.
Stupid. Couldn't do anything, bro.
Couldn't stop.
And that's what I hate about Yumi the most. She can get destroyed in lane, like literally not able to do nothing. But the moment that somebody hits 6 and she hits 6, it's over.
Oh my god.
That's it. Doesn't matter.
My only issue, I like Yumi. I think she's cool. My only issue with Yumi is I don't like the fact that she has enabled so many stupid lane comps. Like, Garen Yumi should not have been a viable lane comp. Like, there's no reason why that should have been fair to
The fact that
destroy
they made
people.
it to pro play.
Yeah.
Facts.
But the thing is that Yumi in of herself is her whole existence is doing stuff like that. Sitting on folk and making them stronger, just like is what she's supposed to be doing.
Passively.
Well, like, I mean, people could play Yumi like hop on somebody, heal them, hop off, auto attack. You know, like actually be a proactive Yumi. But why when you can just sit on somebody and heal them and then make them stronger?
Exactly. Why play the game when I can just do this?
Right?
Yeah. I go out of my way to try to play. When I play Yumi, I try to play Yumi. Like, use everything. Like, I'm willing to die to get that passive prop. Or go out there and work by myself. I live dangerously. I go for that stuff. But most Yumis are just there. They over here like Lucio just existing.
Or heal.
Exist harder.
Turning Super Saiyan.
Facts. But you wanted to go back to Yasuo tank?
I'll come back to it later.
Massive. Okay. Well, we'll go to the next subject. If you could change one thing in League, what would it be? And don't say take Yasuo out the game.
Oh, man.
Don't say take anybody out the game. If you could make one, if you could make one balance change, what could you do? What would you do?
One balance change. Revert Juggernaut.
Nasty.
When I freaking Oh well. First off, what is Garen?
A Juggernaut.
Okay. What is Darius?
Juggernaut.
What is Cho'Gath?
I think he's just a tank. I think he's straight up a tank.
All right. What is
Or
Mordecai?
mage. Mordecai's a Juggernaut.
Okay.
The three kings of top lane are Juggernauts.
Vert Juggernaut. When I saw them sit here and change Cho'Gath, Mordekaiser, Darius, and Garen all in the same patch, I knew that this game was never going to be the same. When they said, you know what,
Not wrong.
we're making Garen, we're reworking Garen, making him do true damage to a specific target. Good idea. And we're making everything literally he does to a specific target through true damage. His spin, his Q, everything. We're also changing his W to the point where it increases his tenacity by a ridiculous amount, right? Then they said, all right, Cho'Gath. All right, we're making him not lose stacks upon death, and we're making sure that whenever he ults somebody, it scales off his health. Good idea.
I think the stacks one came in sometime this year. I want to say it wasn't recent. It wasn't when he first came out as a Juggernaut. I think it was more recent. Yeah.
When they said, you know what, change Darius to the point where he can freaking spin, right, and then he holds the spin down and spins, gets health back, but he has to hold it down and charge it up, Darius spin. That was cool. And Mordekaiser, he gets a dragon. I knew if from that point, Riot doesn't know what they're doing. They said they sat here and gave these champions who can already 1v9 if they get strong enough. But they sat here and said, we need more damage from these specific champions and more diversity because they're obsessed with change. It's always about change with them. The changes that we make, the changes that are going to the next packs. We hope these changes will mix up the overall meta. Like, okay, fine. Garen, what happened to Garen? Where is he now? Freaking king of top lane. Does damage without a care in the world. Mind you, he was worse when those changes went out because he literally did true damage. A tanky dude with a silence and execute did true damage to a specific target. It was like a villain thing, right? Remember the villain thing? If somebody random on the map, just have their name have like a symbol of it.
upon the theme,
right? And they would freaking that would just have them just literally die. You can't really 1v1 Garen if he's ever close to you.
Yep.
He just does true damage. It's true damage on tanky targets, on tanky champions. They said, let's give them more ridiculous kits. What?
And just so any of our viewers that are wondering, or any of our fellow League players are watching, the three kings of top lane we refer to as Garen, Darius, and Mordekaiser, because they are very strong, very easy to use, very safe, and more times than often they win lane. It's easy to win with them by all merits, and they have just a really strong kit overall, so they're very hard to deal with. Now, not to say they're the straight up best top laners in the game, because there are some top laners that can beat them, and there are top laners that can deal with them. They do have some counters, but overall they are marginally more difficult to win against than most other top laners. And that's just so any of the folks at home wondering who we keep calling these kings of top lane. And these are annoying.
They changed Mordekaiser to be a more easier champion.
Mm-hmm.
Remember when old Mord, the only people who played Mord were the people who just loved Mordekaiser?
I was one of them.
Just loved Mordekaiser, and the fact that if you actually knew what you were doing and good with the champion, you actually found success on him because he was like sleeper strong. Like the fact that his Q will literally take your whole freaking health bar if he gets it on that last swing, or right.
That metal shield, bro.
Yep,
That shrapnel
and the
shield was
freaking-
crazy.
his W that you could put on freaking anything, like a minion, and then or a champion or something like that, and you can
Dragon.
His passive became I get a dragon. That's when I knew Riot was like, fuck it, who cares?
Why not?
Why not? And then they reworked him to be this easy brain dead freaking dude who just now all he does is walk up and ults the strongest person on the team.
Straight up removes them from the fight.
Strongest weakers removes the jungler when they're trying to smite drag.
Yep. Like this is counterintuitive. Why would you do this for a champion who? Why would you first off, why rework a champion and make his kit this instead of just making a brand new champion with that same exact kit?
Yeah, I don't understand. I also don't understand why they took away the fact that his abilities costed health, because I thought that was a good balance. But now his abilities don't cost health, and he gets a shield that gives him health back. So.
But why?
Where's your cup,
I hate that does magic penetration.
Pour water in it for you. Where's your cup?
You made him into this brain dead, freaking overloaded, ridiculous champion that now you have to balance, right? You got to find balance in that. That's why I was gonna go back to Yasuo. You got to find balance in the fact that a champion literally can cut off all projectiles with a button, ults and all. You got to find balance. Ezra ult, block.
Shoot, freaking Jin block.
Jin ult, block.
Auto attacks range blocked.
Literally Ari's everything, block.
All abilities blocked. Even Veigar ult blocked. Oh, you were gonna throw this mean Q at me, Morgana? Block. Oh, man.
And then the funny thing is that people.
Facts.
People be saying,
Better send me this DM. Blocked. Just send the picture of Yasuo's win wall. You good.
and then I just love how everyone's response to it is, well, you could just walk around it. Walk around?
Walk around it. It's not even a straight.
Let me just walk around this in the middle of a team fight where everybody else is slapping the ever-living dog crap out of me.
That's how team fights work nowadays. You don't just walk around it, forehead. Just walk around it. Great. Now you're an auto, and now he freaking dashes without a care in the world. Like
Young Yasuo, bro.
That was the start. If you ask OG players, bro, I think Yasuo came out at the end of 2013. Around 2013, 2014 is when OG, like from like beta, like those like super old, like from start League players was playing League of Legends. If you ask them like where League started to drop, around 2013, 2014 is when it started to just go down. AKA, you can ask Ascension. He has a lot to say. 2013, 2014 is when League started to just kind of plummet on like ideas and stuff like that.
Into nothingness, just
rework. You know what came around that time? Yasuo.
You're not wrong.
Let's see, my balance change is a little bit more simple, kind of. There's like two I can choose. I'm gonna say them both because I can.
There you go.
Because they're both super simple. The first one is take away that bullcrap where you can see where to execute somebody.
Oh yeah.
Like I don't understand why that was put in the game. Like if you play the champion, you should know when you can execute somebody. Like that's stupid.
Right.
That takes away all of the work.
Or actually just look and see, like, actually read and look at people's overall health. You know,
Facts.
actually put thought into when you're gonna ult, and just instead of the game just telling you, hey, you can ult now. Like,
My other one is take the shields away from all assassins. Any random defensive stat you get, take it away.
as an assassin, bro.
Yeah, and like your whole job is to get in there, kill them, and get out. And if you're a good assassin, you would do that.
Wait,
Like-
who has a shield?
I'm counting Yasuo.
Shit, Yasuo, Echo, shit,
Echo.
Fizz got defense. Who else got another shield?
Any defensive stat, any defensive ability, like something that gives you that allows you to survive longer than you should for messing up.
Facts.
So you want to take that away from assassins only?
Yeah.
I thought Yasuo was a fighter.
He fights like an assassin.
He's a fighter assassin. Thank you, Riot.
How long
for
do
that
you
dope
usually
shit.
live after Yasuo engages on you?
Not long.
Not long.
He's a goddamn assassin. I don't care what Riot calls him. He kills me like an assassin. I'm calling him a goddamn assassin. Take his shield away. They took away Silas's shield, but I don't feel like he should get life like that on his W. That shit is stupid. But that may be Conqueror's fault.
See,
Well, also
my
last man.
That's
yeah,
it.
that too.
And then freaking, who else gets some random defensive increase stat? Actually, you know what? I'm gonna change it. I'm gonna change both of those. I'm gonna revert both of those changes. Take away the CC from assassins.
There you go.
Ooh, boy. Ooh-wee. You not wrong.
Yeah.
Dang,
You
so getting
are-
rid of Echo's okay.
Yup.
LeBlanc could be a double snare. That's stupid.
Just think about it. You're an assassin. You shouldn't be able to CC a whole team as an assassin.
That's why they took away a college.
Echo can slow and potentially stun whole teams as an assassin. Freaking Yasuo can knock up whole teams as a quote-unquote fighter.
To
You
be
said
fair,
He's an assassin. F that.
No, you
Wait.
should not be able to snatch up my ADC with your Q and then stun her with a dash. Nah,
I'm not trying to be fair, but I'm just saying, to be fair,
To be fair.
Echo is a mage also, head ass.
Honestly, bro,
Made his
that ish
Made his ass.
is just super true on like LeBlanc. I still don't know how you counter LeBlanc if she's any type of in the game. As a switch, as anything other than a tank, bro, she QW's half your health, and if she's even somewhere near you, you're getting chained, CC'd, and so you won't move. So sit
Just
there,
die.
you just die. Like there's
Yeah.
I'm about to pick up LeBlanc.
you gotta accept your fate. You gotta accept your fate.
Can't escape from crossing fate.
Hey.
Ooh.
You gotta accept it. It's just something you gotta accept. I mean,
It's like getting hit by a Morgana Q, dog.
I dropped LeBlanc because of Fizz.
Nah,
This is worse.
hey,
His ult
hey.
is a whole team fight by
Hey.
itself.
hey yo, fuck that fish, okay? Everything he stands for, ugly ass 626 looking ass champion. Alright. Hey, freaking Yordle, whatever Riot doesn't know. The freaking team fight, throw a shark, literally nuke a team, hop in, hop out. Freaking stupid. He's got CC,
Literally
he's got
leave
mobility,
the rift.
he's got one shot potential, he's got team fight. What else do you need on a freaking assassin?
He
Man,
can
get rid of
leave the game.
he can leave the game.
He can
His passive is the
literally
more
leave
damage he
the
gets, the
game.
less damage he takes. What?
What?
not 626.
What? So you're telling me I can go full AP and still take less damage? Facts. Let's go.
Full
Say
AP.
less, let's run it.
No.
626.
What a dumb idea.
Hey, anybody else got any their own balance changes?
Mine is I don't like the way how some assassins can lifesteal. I don't technically understand that. Like you said earlier, like if you're an assassin, you gotta get in and get out. I don't think lifesteal should be a part of that. I guess maybe a little bit, but some assassins lifesteal a whole lot better than they should.
I don't like.
What'd
See,
you say about Silas? What?
and here's the is it Silas classified as a fighter?
Yep.
No,
See-
but they changed him into a burst mage.
But isn't his classification like fighter, like Yasuo?
It might be.
Okay, how about this? Hextech Gunblade Katarina. What'd you say about her?
Facts.
Bro, you stopped at the Hextech Gunblade with Death Dance Katarina.
Oh my god. Oh,
Tim, you-
Nina.
That was the
When
when
you
it
there,
first started.
when,
That was the new build.
We were in the ARAM game when that Katarina was a Diamond Katarina, just literally 1v5 the whole team.
Mhm.
Bro,
Oh, yeah.
she didn't die.
She just healed it all back.
Everywhere.
She went in and started spinning to win, and you were dealing damage, and didn't matter.
Apparently, Riot has him as a burst skirmisher.
I don't give a
I
fuck.
like it anyway.
Ooh, I almost got
More
mad.
like a burst medic.
He's
More like a burst. Get the hell out of league.
He's a burst mage, which they didn't really know what to do with him when he came out, as do a lot of the champions they first release are. But like,
He really does play like an assassin though.
he's
Yeah.
supposed to.
Why are
He's a
these?
burst. He's a melee burst assassin.
Uh huh.
That's crazy.
And he used to have a shield. Why?
I don't know. He used to have more health too.
Uh huh. His W gives back dang near half his health. Why? Had CC with the still has CC with the chain knockup. Has a slow. Still has CC is real good for an assassin or a burst mage.
I kind of understand for Silas since he's a melee champion, and the fact that you have somebody like LeBlanc who ain't even got to go near you to burst you down. She can literally yeet herself out of any. You can't catch her. Like,
I mean,
also Cassidon, he's a thing.
Cassidon is fair because he at least has to reach a point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Silas can
trash.
just kill you. Oh, you have a real good ult. Let me take that and use AP ratios to make it stronger than your ult. The hell? How am I half health in the team with Nami's ult, bro? What?
Not Nami's ult.
What?
You're not wrong.
Let me get goddamn what's his name? Orange ult. I'm gonna shoot this goddamn goat at you. You're all gonna die. Don't let me be Malphite. You thought Malphite was bad. You're actually dead.
He said, "This is not a joke."
Man.
Actually,
You turn into freaking set pile drive you into the team. Oh, he disappeared. Where'd he go? And the enemy has been slain. Head ass.
Oh, Tank. You know the reason why I dropped Syndra? Silas.
Silas.
Because Silas Ilibi.
Oh no,
Silas made me drop Syndra.
Silas will shit on Syndra.
Dog, he just ultimately killed me.
Boy, the moment your little
How do I counter?
push away, the moment your push away is down, E in. Take it.
He kills me with my ult. What do I do?
Just die.
That's crazy.
Just die.
I was wondering why you stopped playing Syndra.
Yep, that's why.
That's why Silas just came to the game and you were like, you know what?
That's why I stopped playing Syndra too. Not because of Silas, but because of
Hey, you the Silas player.
I am, and I'm apparently trash on Silas.
Nasty.
Even though I go like 15 and 1 and but kills don't matter. It's all about the fun.
Hey yo.
What you got, Tony?
Oh no, I was just saying the reason why I kept Cassidon and Malzahar is because of champs like that. Like Woes and what? Man.
You got a balance change?
Balance changes? No, not really. Really, to me, it's just a lot of the kits on some of the champions just doesn't make sense to me. Like Yuumi especially. Like, why? Why does Yuumi exist? Why is that even a thing?
I don't know. What a dumb idea.
I think it's a good idea. I just don't think she should be boosting your power.
Yeah, I'm with Aaron on that one. I do like Yumi a lot, especially as a aesthetic cat just flying around, jumping on people.
Now,
But
aesthetically, adorable.
Like, yeah, the whole issue is just that she boosts your strength without having to build, and she can just go full support / AP and just transfer all that strength to whoever she's on, and then whoever she's fed with is ridiculous. So if you just make that ratio of power that she gives like next to abysmal and make her focus more on throwing the Qs, doing the heal, using her ult, maybe strengthen her passive a little bit, you know, make it so she gives a better shield or something like that to make her more of utility rather than just a freaking 7th item, then it'd be good.
Facts, because that's all she really is, essentially, is a 7th item.
Not a 7th item.
I already passionately just nah, it's more of a personal opinion for Yumi.
You got some over
No,
there.
that champion needs to be removed. I literally like nothing about her. Nothing.
Yeah.
I'm with AJ on that one.
No.
As a support I think the
I stand for.
I think the reason why is because me and AJ are both support mains, and we see that cat a lot in our lanes. Laning phase against that cat, man. I'm gonna say this right now. I actually thought about picking up Mordekaiser as a support just to counter Yumi. Like, I'm not even kidding.
Yoink
Like,
the Yumi or the freaking ADC. Bye,
just
Yumi.
to counter her, I thought about picking up Mordekaiser.
Wouldn't be a bad idea.
Man,
God knows that people are taking support now. Supports aren't even supports anymore.
Hold up.
Oh,
Ain't there
yeah.
yet.
Yeah, we'll get there. We'll get there.
Give me a balance change.
Oh, like a balance chair? I mean, I don't know if I've been playing the game long enough or even understand it
Alright, next, Derek.
enough to
Nah,
to do that. What else? Here's my a balance change. My thing is, as I'm looking across, you know, I'm learning and I'm looking at all these, like, specifically like passives and all that. I think like passives just in general need to be like freaking normalized. Like, why do some champions have like a passive that is very like super situational or freaking almost irrelevant, and then some and other champions have like 3 passives, and I'm like, but why? Like, what? The passive thing is supposed to be like something that's unique to the character, to the champion, and it really should only be one. It's like it's kind of like their chore that they're playing around, right? Like that's what a passive is supposed to be. But some of these, like, I know we keep bringing him up, but he's the best example I got. Yasuo. Why is this dude double crit chance and get a shield for walking around? Why?
Yeah.
Why? Like, if it was one or the other, okay. But those are 2 things that have nothing to do with each other. Just like he gets a shield for walking around, like not for doing anything skillful, literally just moving.
Yeah.
So that's the first problem. And then second, also gets double crit chance.
Yeah.
Why? Like,
Yeah.
he's just the example that I know off the top of my head. There's some other stupid passives in the game. Don't get me wrong.
yeah, like Jin.
Yeah.
I feel you.
It's a Jin and Aphelios.
But
Jin and Aphelios.
Mr. Applesauce.
those types of passives where there's like 2 unrelated things that they don't have to do much to get to do, right? Like you have champions like Senna, whose passive is, she scales based on how many souls she gets, but she has to actively put herself in positions to get those souls. But somebody like Yasuo gets a shield to protect himself by walking around. What the fuck?
For free.
Just the boy exists.
We ain't gonna talk about Cogmaw passive.
Boy, Cogmaw's passive is freaking garbage.
We ain't gonna talk. Thank you, Riot. Thank you so much.
Hold up. Where's my lead client?
Man.
I don't even know what Cogmaw's passive is.
You know when I die, AJ?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Why does that exist? Why?
I don't know. You're never gonna be close enough.
You shouldn't be close enough. You literally shouldn't be close enough.
Yep. Upon dying, Cogmaw starts a chain reaction in his body, which causes him to move faster and detonate after 4 seconds, dealing some true damage at a level that is completely irrelevant.
Oh my god.
Like, first off, there's no reason why you should be close enough for that passive to be effective. That's first of all. First of all, Kog'Maw is just all fucked up as a champion. I'm sorry, excuse me, but that dude is all types of messed up. Like, he has so many AP ratios and is an ADC. What the hell is this bull-ish that Riot has come up with? Man, let's give him a bunch of AP ratios, but he's an ADC. Get the fuck out of here, bro.
Now, Kaiser.
Now, they don't know what the hell Kaiser is.
They don't know what Kaiser is. AP, true damage, dash, burst, assassin mage tank?
Man,
What?
ADC.
Bro! When she first came out, she was epic garbage. They played her in the freaking jungle. Then they nerfed her out of the jungle and nerfed her into ADC, and she was broken. Oh, they nerfed her again. They found a new build. She's broken again. Nerfed all that. Now find a new build. She's broken again. Nerfed all that. Oh, let's go AP. Oh, shoot, that build is broken. Let's nerf it a little bit. Let's nerf the item around it. Oh, shoot, we find another build that mixes it together. Let's do it again. Oh, snap. Now they get this new Kaiser. Well, oh, shoot, let's go full AP. The W half health whole team. Come on, man. Make up your freaking mind.
Oh man.
I know what it's stemming from, right? They're trying to make all these champions unique and do multiple things. Like that's one thing that Riot does that other games with like champions and stuff and like specific heroes don't do, which is they pride themselves on having a lot of overlap between champions, and they pride themselves on it. And I will actually say, based on my experience with Overwatch, where Blizzard does not do that. In fact, they make it their goal to not do it. That it is overall a better idea, in my opinion. You can say what you want. In my opinion, it is a good idea to have overlap because there's not just one melee tank. Or you can if one gets banned, you can go another melee tank and be like, okay, I'm still kind of doing what I wanted to do. Or if you just want a support that grants movement speed, there's multiple supports for that. You don't have to just play Lucio. So,
mega facts.
I will say that part is good, but what comes of it is having 6 passers.
Facts.
And a tier list.
Make them.
Yep. You get those.
Tier lists are gonna happen.
You get those tanks that is the same thing as we said before. There's this one tank that just does everything that these other tanks can do and do it better.
Right. Yeah. We do run the risk of that happening. A lot.
Yeah.
You get a tank that has their regular passive, then has their passive on their Q, and then an active on that same Q.
Oh my
so it's really like 4 abilities.
Everything has a passive and an active. I'm like, bro, come on.
Orin.
Orin.
I love him though. Orin.
Let me read to you something. Let me show you how ridiculous we've gotten with passives. Let me read to you Silas's passive.
Oh Lord.
Yeah, Silas's casting an ability grants unshackled stack for 4 seconds. With the duration refreshing on subsequent ability use, Silas can have up to 3 unshackled stacks at a time. While Silas's stacks unshackled, he gains 80% attack speed. Silas' next basic attack is modified to whirl his chains around, becoming unstoppable, dealing 130% AD or 100 5% AP magic damage. The primary target. 20% AD magic damage to nearby secondary targets and consuming an unshackled stack. Damage to secondary target. Like, what is?
Whoa! Did you just say he becomes unstoppable using his passive? Huh?
When he auto attacks?
He's unstoppable?
No, when he it's an auto attack. So
It's just an auto attack, yeah.
Yeah, it's an auto attack.
Boy, you have no idea how quickly he was about to get deleted. I own God as my witness that this game was about to smooth never get played again by this computer ever.
He said unstoppable.
Hell no, that was about to piss me all the way out.
Or a parry with the auto attack. What?
Yeah.
That's when he swings his chains around real quick. He can't be stopped.
No.
Yeah.
So what you're telling me is Silas needs to be deleted. Got it. Derek, you got a change?
I guess my change kind of goes. I guess you would say hand in hand. I need them to either make it so, or yeah, they do go hand in hand. I need them to take away these 2 health bar champions, because I need them to take away these 2 health bar champions, or they either gotta take away these two health bar champions, or I need them to make it so that supports can't go into other lanes and smack. Like, that's something that I think made no sense to me. Like, there's no reason why a Soraka should be able to go to the top lane and be like 21-0 like that. There's no reason why Tom Kick should be able to go into the top lane and go 13-0. But
there's no reason any support should be doing any type of
solo laning at all.
Solo laning at all. Like, that never ever computed in my head ever. Like, when John was like, oh yeah, I took Cherokee to the top lane and went 21-0. You were playing who now? I was playing Cherokee. Ain't there support? You sure? Because you 21-0 with a support. Like, he's supposed to keep the team alive, keep the ADC alive, help out the team here and there, but you're not supposed to carry. Now, if you're a good support, if you're a good support like Tony, like you support the team that well, everyone gives you honors because
Shout out Fresh.
You threw out a good shield, or you put up a good cage. Okay, I can see that. I'm not talking about those supports. I'm talking about these supports that are
talking about brand.
I'm gonna go brand support and carry the entire game.
We segueing right here. Heck, hold on. We segueing right here. Let's talk about a support.
Talk about a support.
We're talking about a support. What is a support supposed to do, as opposed to what supports do today?
Well, let me tell you something right here. Let me tell you what a support does. Okay.
I'm about to start crying.
There you go. Okay. In the bottom lane, you have an 80 carry, right? The attack damage carry. Not AP carry, not tank carry, the attack damage carry, which usually consists of a marksman, right? So you could go Caitlyn, you could go Misfortune, you can even go Ezreal, God forbid.
Yes.
Now, oh my God. Now, to be fair, the one thing I have agreed, and this is segueing again, the one thing I've agreed with in the current metagame is using mages in the bot lane because of consistently having so many AD mid laners down. So Since AD mid laners are popular, I do think it is actually necessary to run mages in the bot lane. Because I was thinking that before it was a meta thing. And I'm like, yeah, I want this. But,
Now,
continue.
a support, by definition, is supposed to support the rest of the team, but specifically in the role of helping the AD carry in the bot lane, which is why it's AD carry support bot lane. It's literally been that way for, I don't know, ever.
Damn near.
Now, a support's role, by definition of support, of literally every other game,
To kill the whole team.
is no. It's to heal and shield the squad or CC. Either
Provide
or.
some sort of utility.
Thank you, utility. Now that being said, why is Zoe categorized as a support?
She really?
I don't know.
Sleepy bubble.
Sleepy trouble bubble.
Why is it that supports like Brand are played in the support role when there is nothing supportive about his kit? Brand supports take kills instead of give them. His kit burns. That's the point of Brand. He burns things. Every ability he has is an ignite. So tell me why him in the support role was a good idea.
Because
For
putting him in a
support
support
role.
role is good by killing people.
He has a stun.
Great, congrats. For anybody who has
Half the characters in the game got a stun. So up next,
Oh, basically support now, huh?
Yep. You tell
Shoot,
me.
look at freaking what's his name? God dang, freaking
support.
Shield Spearman.
Oh man, fucking, 300.
Pantheon. Yeah. That ninja got a stun, he was made a support.
Yep.
Shoot, Jarvan has a knockup, he was made a support too. That was meta for a minute.
Support.
Xerath has a stun too. Shoot, he did that ish.
There is nothing support. We get out of the realm of support in just another bot laner or another mid laner when we start adding champions like that to the bot lane.
Shoot,
I Swain? Oh my god.
his most played role right now is freaking support.
Oh my god.
nothing supportive.
Remember OG Swain was just like another top laner that was just really just this thing that roamed around and did stupid amount of damage as a freaking crow god, and he'd drain a whole team and move around like he was a zombie. Like
Facts.
So, what you're telling me is the new Fiddlesticks is just old Swain. Okay, gotcha. Go on.
Facts.
Nasty.
I mean, basically.
You're not wrong.
Basically. But I just feel like
we lost the direction of support when we made Pike.
Bro.
Why Pike? That is an assassin with nothing. His whole kit is literally an assassin. The only thing supportive about him is the fact that he ults and gives gold over to the other person. That's the.
And you know what? That's not even his best role.
We don't even know where he is.
His best role is mid.
Mid.
That is his highest winning role.
With Halo Blades.
That's crazy.
Like,
but he's supposed to be classified.
And he doesn't
as
even
a
follow the
support.
rule of a mid laner.
no,
Like he has
doesn't.
trash wave clear, but his
The
best.
only reason he's good mid is because he has such a good disengage, and he can help the jungler for pulling him closer to him. He can help with ganks and roam.
But still, like
I
that.
think it's a lot. Whatchamacallit? It's similar to Zach Top earlier, Aaron.
Mm-hmm.
It was literally free kill every time he came top because
Man, I just walked up and started beating ass.
Syndra's a support.
Yep, that's true. But she's
I mean,
always been a support since she came into
Italian
the game.
support.
Yup.
but I mean that I feel like it's not fair for
It's not fair. Life's not fair.
it's not fair for people like, prime example, AJ, who come from games like Overwatch where supports, shout out Mora, who's not a
Supports.
support, but
Like how reality works.
who
Yeah,
play
let's-
supports that they actually try their hardest to actually
Yes.
get good with actual supports, and then they
Facts.
come over to League and they're like, okay, well, I'm gonna learn
Fuck it.
a true support like Tarek, or I'm gonna learn a true support like Thresh or Soraka.
I'll be
And then they're
cool
like-
support head ass.
Yeah, and then they're like, okay, well, why am I going against a mage that's able to literally do one little click on ability and blow me up? Like, why play a true support if I can play Brand? Oh, why play a true support at all when I can just play Vigor and just hit hard? Like,
The worst offender is Vigor. Glacial Augment Vigor. Let me throw this cage up and blow you down.
why play a support when I can just play something else that's supposed to be quote unquote port?
Support is
And
literally
Velka.
just second mid lane right now.
It's second mid lane. Play Velcot support. Who cares if you do more damage than the AD carry?
Bro.
And
Bro.
the game.
Man,
Tony voice.
Tony is our resident support main. Like, he's the primary one, and AJ's coming up. But I asked Tony would be a good support that can carry in the bot lane. You wanna know it was one of his choices was Ahri.
That's crazy.
Wow.
As a support main, he told me Ahri.
And that's crazy. That's saying something.
Ahri
That's
is
saying
a
something.
mid laner.
I lost
That's
to
it.
almost every game to an Ari support. Almost every game.
And that's saying something.
And I
That's saying
tried it.
something.
And it was strong as hell, and it should not have worked. Shoot, I remember that game we all got destroyed by a freaking LeBlanc support.
Oh man,
Oh my god.
that's crazy.
Oh, oof.
How in the everlasting fudge is that a thing?
Oh man.
Yeah, that doesn't make any
Expo where she came.
Man!
that doesn't make any sense.
Oh lord.
See, this is another one of those things where I understand where what they're going for, right? 'Cause I know we're just talking strictly about support. So Riot is like, all right, we don't want to put any restrictions on
Where you
what
can take a
champions you
champion.
can pick, where you can take a champion.
Mm.
And then also because, dude, just the way the game works, like a champion's going to go where they're going to go anyway. The only way they would be able to like stop this kind of thing is if you're only allowed to pick certain champions when you pick a certain lane. You
Nah.
choose for a certain lane, which I think that is worse.
You know what? I
Turns into Overwatch.
I think Aaron had a perfect idea. Flat reduce the damage
No
of any
damage on it.
freaking support of any mage support.
Facts.
Reduce their damage. There's no reason Vigar should be in the bot lane bursting whole lanes down. That shouldn't. That's dumb. It's not a support anymore. It's
It
mid lane
is.
number 2.
It's definitely.
Like,
Reduce
Yeah.
their damage.
Reduce their damage.
Yeah,
Whoever
reduce their
has that
damage.
support item, they automatically get 20% damage reduction.
right?
And if you choose not to take the support item to have your full damage, well, you ain't got wards. That's fine. You get no vision.
Cool.
Strip
Perfect.
them. Strip
Count
them.
that.
Strip them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Let's
there's
vision,
that.
let's
And
go.
That actually brings up another point. Well, I got a couple.
Lay him on us.
As far as support goes, so I mean, I'm obviously the newbie in the room. For anybody who's watching, I'm the newbie in the room. Okay, I've only been playing League for like 2 months. I think 2 months now. I
No.
believe.
Just about, yeah.
Just about 2 months. Okay, and so just me getting into support role, and so I play support in pretty much every game I play. That's just my favorite role. I don't necessarily enjoy doing all the damage. I like, prepping people up to do that stuff. Providing utility in some way. That's where my fun comes in. Not necessarily, oh, look at my big damage. That's not where my fun comes in. I think it's nice, yes. But
Zyra.
You are
Zyra support. Yeah, I know, right? And so I come to League, and then I look. The first thing I did was look at who was classified as support, and I'm like, why are these supports? I think like, okay, so I'm playing. Who did I start? I started with Sona, right?
Yeah.
And I played. The problem was I was playing her like a supporter, right? Like, I'm building all this. Why the fuck can she build AP and out damage everybody? What the hell? Like, how? What is supportive about that? What? Okay, and then like it's just super hard to learn what a role does when you can just do whatever. Like, as far as learning support, why it's super hard to learn support whenever people are just taking like freaking Zyra, Rand, shoot, I mean, I'd even classify Lux. I think she's more of a mid laner than a support at this point.
She definitely is. She's originally a mid laner.
Well, my heart just stopped.
So like, what? Like we said earlier, Vgar, like those aren't supports. They're like, what is their supportive value? The supportive value is like what they do more. They just do more damage than the AD carry, and that's how they support. Like, you're more scared of them than you are of the AD carry. So AD carries a lot of farm while you're worried about them. Like that's it's super hard to learn in regards to that. Man, I forgot what it was. I got a little bit on that part, but yeah, it's just super hard to learn what you're supposed to do in your role whenever you have all this damage coming out of it. The other point, as far as support goes, another problem I have with support is that after a certain while, after a certain point in the game, it becomes increasingly hard for you to get gold. Like, very hard, unless you're playing one of those supports that aren't a support.
Yeah.
Because after a certain point, you can't build. After you get your tier 3 support item, you don't get gold anymore from your support item, from doing what your support item is supposed to do. Yeah. So now you just have assists, kills, and then the passive gold, and
wards.
Clearing wards. Yeah. Which, if you're going to go clear wards, there's already danger in that regardless.
That's
just play Pike. Good.
Play Pike. And so I think that's the big problem, because and then the support ends up falling more and more behind, or you have supports like just get rid of their support item.
Well,
it's not doing anything for them.
To be fair, support items are a lot cheaper than a lot of the damage items to counter that whole concept.
Right? Yeah, a lot of the support items are, which you're right. They were made cheaper for that reason.
Mm-hmm.
But I think it becomes very hard to keep up with the game.
Mm-hmm.
If your champion doesn't build like very, very traditional support items.
Yes, and that deals with the problem with all these quote-unquote supports. These ninjas are so strong that they can build these damage items, versus if they were playing actual support, then they would be building the support items and ergo not be as strong. But then you have people like freaking Sona, whose EP ratios are stronger than most mages. Like, she builds Arden Sensor, and it's the equivalent of somebody like Syndra building Luden's Echo.
Yeah.
That makes no freaking sense.
So you mean to tell me you still get more supportive power and do more damage than me? No.
And see, you have a lot of people that play like, okay, like I could say prime example, Lux. Lux, she has utility and has, you know, a kit that is very supportive. She has a snare, she has a shield, and it's actually a double shield because you get one when it goes out and it comes back, and she has, you know, she has an E that slows people down. I think the only thing that's not supportive about her is that her ult that can go almost across map, you know, shout out Lux.
It's on like a 20-something cooldown.
Yeah, you know, it's on a 20-second cooldown, but you know, so, you know, she has...
AJ, what's the cooldown in your ult? 23 seconds right now.
23 seconds, you know. She can, you know, she can literally, you know, ult at the beginning of the fight, and then if the fight's not over, you know, she can ult again. So, you know, that's, you know, but that's neither here or there. Now, if Lux actually builds support items,
which they never do,
there, you know, then there would never ever be a problem. But then you have, of course, going back to the first topic, freaking these toxic players that are like, well, why should I build a support item when I can just blow up the entire team by myself? Like, well, then don't play support, bro. Then don't play support. I'm looking for, if I'm an ADC, I'm looking for someone to at least, and I hate ADC. I hate ADC. It's the worst role you can possibly play in the game. This is my personal opinion, is because if you don't do damage, then what's the point? You're literally called the attack damage carry. So if you don't do no damage, then you're useless. So I'm looking for people to keep me alive. And I look at my support. If my support can't keep me alive, then what are you here for? Oh, you're here to blow up the entire team. Okay, my fault. Well, then why am I here? Why am I in the game? What's the point of my role then? I'll just sit at the tower then. I won't even ult. No, go ahead, bro. Go ahead and blow up the team. Go ahead, brand support. You know, go ahead and blow up the team. Go ahead, bigger support. Put up your cage. You know, stun one person. You know, ult the ADC, and then Q another person and kill them too and get a double kill. Oh, you know, I'll sit back and watch. What's?
It's facts, man. It's like, what's the game plan here? Why am I the carry if you can carry? What?
Why am I a figure in the game if my Zyra support can literally snare 3 people ult one time, triple kill? Then what? Why am I buying a Infinity Edge? Why am I buying a attack speed boots, and why am I buying all this damage if I'm not doing the main damage, when at the end of the game on the chart you out here doing so much damage, you're not even on the Richter scale. I'm over here still on the chart. You're not even on the chart anymore.
Mm-hmm.
What's the point?
Yep.
I ain't gonna lie, man. When all that stuff changed, I don't know, I almost really quit this game. Cause I used to be a support main for a very long time too.
Yeah,
For a
AJ,
minute.
I was around.
AJ, when I tell you I used to play support, nigga, that was my only role,
He
man.
used to play some support. That Houston was passive AF. Then
I didn't play no other role.
He got irritated.
Wait. This episode of Technical Talk is brought to you by water. Water. Drink it.
But yeah, man.
It's on you.
I full blown agree with AJ, cause even I'm just right next to Houston. I used to be a support main myself, AJ. Tank can tell you, I used to support the crap out of Tank. I used to love supporting. Supporting was fun. When we first started playing, supporting actually was genuinely fun for me. I used to love being able to make plays as the support, but as support went on from season to season, they started.
It just got worse and worse and worse.
Supporting just got worse and worse and worse. And it's like, well then what am I supporting for if I can, you know, just
on the mage.
go play it on the mage? And that was my main thing. That my first support that I actually really played, and I realized that supports was changing, was Zyra. Before she got her changes, she was classified as a support. She had a snare, you know, her ult popped everybody up in the air. And I was like, oh, okay, she's cool. And then I realized she did a lot of damage, and I was like, wait, this doesn't make sense. Why am I, at the end of every game, I'm doing more damage than my ADC? oh, when I die, I turn into a plant and I shoot out a seed that does true damage. It does 300 true damage, and I'm sitting up as a seed for 12 seconds. I can literally die for no reason, and then get a triple kill for no apparent reason. What? That doesn't make sense to me. I'm confused. I might as well play her mid and just carry the team.
Now, this year of 2020 has been nothing but a motherfucking clown fiesta. Out here, right? That's right. This is motherfucking ass backwards and forwards. Okay, we got top laners going jungle. We got AD carries going top lane. We got mid laners going support, and we got supports going mid. I don't know what's happening here.
Or we just have champions where you can play them literally wherever the hell you want. I'm talking to you, Set. I do love you.
Yeah, I see Morgana jungle. I see.
Oh shoot, Morgana can go everywhere. Morgana can top lane, mid lane, jungle lane, bot lane, support lane, out the game lane, turn off your computer lane, whatever.
Out the game.
These I'm not gonna say it, but these MFers really did make these jungle changes for certain characters. That's crazy, because jungle is trash.
That was the dumbest decision. Oh my
man,
god.
these some guns be out here, bro. Like hard.
Bro, I used to love the jungle. I did really enjoy the jungle. No joke. The jungle was such a easy going, fun place. Now that the fact that jungle has come to this convoluted freaking role where everybody looks to you for help, and if you even mess up a bit, you just get crucified by the team. Like it's become this role where also none of the junglers are really interesting other than like two of them. Like shout out Lee Sin. Like the jungle is such a gross place. The pathing changes almost every other patch. Like the pathing changes, the dragons now. Oh my god. You bet not miss a dragon. If you do, you
GG. You will have a bad time.
Oh my god.
And I think really what messed up the jungle was when I think they reverted to changes to where you can't get certain, what was it, like backup experience or something like that, or was it like what was that?
They just lowered the jungle experience.
They did that, but it was something like if you was behind, you was able to come back.
Oh yeah,
they did that. Jungle.
Yeah,
they did that. If you're far enough behind, or if you've been AFK, you get more experience when you get back to lane. But like, it's still an issue where you could power farm in the jungle and still be 2-3 levels behind the laners. Like
that's true.
There was. They actually had to reduce that because people were coming out of power farming, coming out of the jungle because they had buffed the jungle experience to the point where champions like Shaco, champions like his freaking basically his cousin, freaking Master Yi. Kane actually, like Tony said, freaking Eve. You had these champions who could power farm the heck out of the jungle, come out the jungle at level 6 and gank in lanes where people were level 4.
That's great.
So they actually had to nerf that because it was given too much experience. Like those few champions that really need their level 6 just ruined the experience for everybody else.
Yeah, I see why they tried to bring more people into the jungle, because let's be honest, nobody wants to jungle right now.
Hell no.
Like, one thing can go wrong in the jungle and you're fucked the whole game. You got a power farm or you're fucked. You better go find a lane.
Big
or hopefully still a dragon somewhere. You'll die, but at least you got the dragon.
At least you got the dragon.
Man.
But
they added like what? Darius does more damage to jungle monsters. Garen does more damage.
Zed does more damage.
Yeah.
Nar, Zyra, Morgana.
They added these changes to hopefully get more people to jungle, but the thing is, if you don't have interesting junglers to play, that's why nobody wants to play your shit ass role. Like, jungle's not fun right now. like for the majority, jungle is not fun. If you queue up for jungle, it's almost like queuing up for support in Overwatch. It's almost instant. Like people want to play. People nobody wants to play with the jungle.
I can attest to that.
Yeah.
Like
Nobody.
The only way you're gonna have fun in jungle as it is right now is if your jungler that you want to play is S tier and above. If you want to play anything A tier and below, you're either gonna have a rough time or it's just gonna suck because you go up against those S tier champions and you're gonna get crapped on.
Hopefully they save the jungle with this new champion that's coming out, Lilia.
Oh, that's gonna be terrible. She's gonna get banned.
And to you know to extend on the jungle role to people that that we're talking to that don't know what the jungler does. The jungler essentially controls the beginning of the game. Like the every lane is supposed to do their thing, but in the first good 15 to 20 minutes of the game, the jungler essentially controls the map. The jungler is supposed to basically help the team succeed early by whether that's ganking and helping lanes, whether it's securing dragons, whether it's securing the Rift Herald. The jungler is supposed to basically be able to help out the team early game. That's exactly why no one likes to jungle, because if you don't gank, you get flanked. If you don't get a dragon and you were there, you get flanked. If you didn't help a lane at a specific time, you get flanked.
Do you agree?
Do you agree?
You're flanked.
Yeah, like jungle is easily the most weighted role in the game because there's so much that can be so easily blamed on you. Like,
right?
Because especially now, because of the way the dragons are, the fact that they give you buffs, it's so important to get a dragon.
Yep.
Rift Heralds, freaking getting the scuttle, even just getting the scuttle, just having that vision.
It's such an important. I think it's such an important role, but people still look at it as something that they can use to get ahead or get help because they can't handle their lane. Like, I wish it was in a different spot, man.
You know what's really funny about jungle? When people play Master Yi, it's always that universal code where, we're just gonna have to sit into 6.
Facts, for real.
Why the fuck you can't do that with any other champion?
It ain't Master Yi.
With Eve, same with Eve.
You're not Master Yi.
Facts.
You're not Master Yi, so you can't.
Karthus.
When Eve hits 6, there is the map really needs to change. I really want a map effect just for Eve. I want the map to just go like purple or red. By like, watch out,
Right,
Eve
let
is
the
level
whole
6.
world know that she hit 6.
Yeah, right.
It's like, watch out, Eve's level 6. You're about to die.
A set of eyes just roaming around.
Facts.
Why can't her passive just give you like the Rengar ult eye?
That'd be interesting.
That'd be pretty cool.
You have to be a certain distance away, and her charm is well out of that range, which is stupid. But we ain't gonna talk about that.
Warwick's passive, right? Man,
Well, you talking about his W?
that fact that he can see where you're at.
Oh yeah.
Man, that's crazy.
You blow half health? Oh
Move
yeah.
faster towards you.
He attacks faster, I think.
With a certain health, he gets a flat amount of attack speed.
Yep.
Alright, so we've been bashing the everlasting crap out of League of Legends.
Why not?
So
Why not?
this question is more so directed at AJ, since he is the newbie of the group. From your start to where you are now, as you've been learning and playing, would you recommend to anybody listening to this cast, would you recommend that they play or try League of Legends?
Absolutely.
Why?
Right? Because I mean, we've been bashing the game for who knows however long now. However,
About an hour and 40.
I literally am logging on, playing this game for multiple hours. This is like the only game I'm playing right now, straight up. And the reason why is because even with all of its problems, it's still really fucking fun at the end of the day. And that's what a video game should be.
True.
At the end of the day, I have a ton of fun playing this game. Just the variety. Unfortunately, it involves variety in supports as well. The variety, the impact you can have per game, or sometimes lack thereof. It's okay to have, times where you feel like, man, I can't do anything. I don't know what's going on, because it means that you're at least learning something. There's every game that I play in this game, there's something for me to learn.
Facts.
I don't think that that's ever going to change with this game, at least in the way it currently is. Now, if they completely dumb it down and simplify it, and you only have like 15 champions, well then, yeah, you may reach that peak at some point. But there's always something to learn with this game, and that's where I find a lot of my fun. Like I told, there was one time where I told these guys I was like, leaving my house and I was going to stay at a hotel for a little bit, right? I'm supposed to be chilling at this hotel, and that was my getaway weekend, right? I was watching League of Legends content literally for the entire fucking day. Like, the entire weekend I was watching League of Legends content because it was just fun to learn. It was like fun to learn, like how other ways I can use my champion.
Lower my
Things that there's so many things like that, so many macro things, which is my favorite part of the game. The macro of the game was my favorite part. Of course, you have the micro, what you can do with your champion, little interactions between champions. But the macro, like vision is a huge thing to me. Just because you're giving your team, information, and you can make just improving vision alone allows you to be better at the game, which I think is cool. It's something you can do without being amazing at your champion.
Yep.
It's just I can go put a ward out here and I can see the jungler coming from freaking mile away and back up and not have to worry about it.
And something like that is just so huge in League of Legends. Like that one ward where you see the jungler and see where they're heading tells you so much. It tells you their bot lane, which means the jungler on your team is free to do something top, or the bot lane stays back, or the mid laner and the jungler, if they're nearby, they can go run up on him and beat his tail and take his whatever, like that. Little things like that make so much of a big difference.
And so, yeah, that's why I would recommend the game. You're going to deal with a lot of bullshit. However, in any game, you're going to deal with a lot of bullshit. Any game with multiple champions, like if there wasn't bullshit in any game, there would be no fun. That's just what it is. As someone who comes from, our literal first technical topic was on fighting games. As someone who comes from fighting games, I think I told Aaron or Tank this, I can't remember.
Both.
I have dealt with more BS in one fighting game than League of Legends could ever throw at me.
Facts.
I played Marvel 3. This game doesn't compare to
Facts. I'm about to say you played Smash 4 too.
I played Smash 4. I've played Marvel 3. What other busted? I played the Versus series in general. Capcom Versus series in general. There is nothing League of Legends can do to me that will be like, this shit is so BS, I'm gonna quit the game. I didn't quit those games. No way am I gonna, no. You're just gonna do BS in every game.
Do me a favor?
Yeah.
If you ever get the chance to go top lane, go against a Glacial Augment Cho'Gath, and then tell me that.
Hey, let me tell you this. I want you to go to Marvel 3.
No.
I want you to queue up against Zero, Dante, and Virgil.
Oh no.
Or just Virgil with X Factor level 3, and you tell me whether League of Legends could do anything to you.
You don't even have to go that far. Just deal with freaking Sea Viper and freaking Amaterasu's unblockable setup. Literally unblockable. There's nothing you can do about it.
Look, bro, I come from a game where the literal form of defense is don't be there. What?
True.
Yeah, it's the same case for Cho'Gath though. Like, man, once he gets that item,
Don't be there.
don't be there.
Hey,
You will die.
shoot.
Yeah, I feel you, but that's one champion. I dealt with an entire game of that. It was literally the premise of the game. So
Yeah,
it's not,
Marvel 3 is
Yeah.
literally, oh, you're blocking, you lost the game.
facts.
It is facts.
It's literally, most of the games in Marvel 3 were decided at character select.
So what you're saying is that game's not really a game. It's just
It's a combo session.
Facts, it's a combo video.
It's a combo video.
Got it.
it's not really actually a game.
It just got touched and now you're watching a combo video.
Got it.
Oh, I
Matter of
got
fact, Tony, I'm gonna find the
That's-
video
think about
and
it
I'm gonna let you
Bro,
watch it.
freaking Marvel 2 is just as bad. I told H this the other day. It was a while back because I was playing Marvel 2. I hopped online. I was blocking and I died. Like I died because I was blocking. To like Mega Man, Spiral, and some other crap. I lost because I was blocking. Like I didn't even have a chance to fight back. At least if I go up against Glacial Augment Cho, I could have some ganks maybe and maybe beat his tail. No, I blocked. That's how I lost the game. I lost because I did something fundamental because I didn't want to take damage. But because I don't want to take damage, I'm taking more damage. What?
Come on.
Yeah.
That's why-
I'm never gonna ever forget that one game when I went up against Tryndamere, or I was playing Tryndamere, went up against a Cho'Gath. He kept killing me under tower.
That is
Nothing I could do.
mad annoying, man.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not gonna lie to you, that is mad annoying.
Facts.
But when you
Man.
play Marvel vs. Capcom,
Oh yeah, I'm gonna show you a video, Tony. You're gonna be like, you're gonna be real depressed.
Yeah, bro, there's a reason whenever I hit Q as set and I'm running at somebody, I start singing Captain America. There's a reason. There's some traumatic experience behind that.
oh yeah. But
There's a reason. But yeah, that's why I win. Me personally. That's why.
we gotta step into a realm of a little bit more positivity on League of Legends, because contrary to all the BS, I do want a few more of my homies and friends and people who watch to get into this game with us. You know what I'm saying? So
I mean, it's just fun to play with people too.
yeah,
It is.
people do make this game. Like when I told anybody that I told to play League of Legends thus far, I told them straight up verbatim, do not play by yourself or you will get angry and it will not be
Big
worth.
facts.
If you do not have a squad to play with on a consistent basis, just don't play it. It's not gonna work.
That's my whole thing of like the game. Honestly, like piggybacking off of what AJ was saying. Don't get me wrong. Like I love League of Legends. I love League of Legends. I really do. With all my hate for it, I love League of Legends. But I mainly still play because of just the camaraderie of like the game. Like I feel like I wouldn't, like we all met, or almost, well, a lot of people don't know like our backstory, but a lot of us met in college, and we still, honestly, we don't live nowhere near each other, but we all still talk and hang out and stuff like that because we also do League of Legends. And it's like, for as much as hate that we put on the game, like we're all still like best friends for like 5-6 years now.
Yeah, we're all still stupid enough to play this game.
Yeah, like, so it's like the game does have some good, it has upsides to it, and you do learn something new I've been playing the game for what, 6 plus years now. I'm still learning new stuff about the game. Like the game doesn't, there's certain stuff in the game that doesn't change, but every time they come up with a new champion, the game changes. Every time they do a new patch, the game changes. So it's like the game's very still like fun to play because something's always gonna be something new or something different. Especially when you add like a new player like AJ, the game's gonna change tremendously because new people bring new things to the game. Like it's just a fun game to play just with other people, especially your friends.
Yep. So
That is true.
on that note of positivity, let's keep it rolling a little bit. What is what is one thing you really like about League? Like if you had to convince, if you had to convince somebody to play League of Legends, what is one thing you would say is really, really cool about League?
Oh, there's one thing. Me personally. So if you decide to pick a champion and you really like their kit and everything, like there's no possible way, theoretically, that you'll ever be skill capped in that champion, because there's so many like different variations of how your matchup will go depending on your opponent and all that. You will always improve and get better at the game, and that's one thing that I like about that, or about the game. You know,
Yeah.
not a lot of games has a pretty short like skill ceiling, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So
H, go ahead and expound on that champion lore.
Oh yeah, the champion lore, especially when they started redoing some of the older champions, the champion lore, and they skins. Whoo, them skins heat. But the champion lores behind the skins, or just the champion lores in general, is just really cool. I mean, like it's talking about the new fiddlesticks. Like this man is what is fiddlesticks? A demon?
He's a demon.
He's a straight up demon, man. Like he just sits up and he just like posts up like scarecrow, and then he start running at you and be like.
He's literally supposed to be nightmare fuel the character, bro.
You better get out. You better get out.
Like they got a champion. They got a champion for everybody in this game. If you like playing video games or MOBAs in general, it's a champion in this game for you.
Oh yeah,
period.
100%.
I wouldn't even say if you like playing MOBAs, because I've literally never played a MOBA outside of this. Outside of wait, have I played a MOBA? I don't think so.
Probably not.
No,
Probably.
I've never played a MOBA outside of League of Legends. But it's just the fact that, so I mean, there's champion lore. I mean, I've told everyone in this chat that I think skins is like, this is the best skins have ever been done in like any game ever.
Oh yeah, that's not anything money. The cosmetics.
Like, and so even though like, I mean, yes, the skins cost money, yes, but the work that goes into them, like they have unique animations, Bro, I mean, I would just pay for the skin plus the backs, honestly. The backs are some of the, and you're going to be seeing that back every single game you play, multiple times. So, they change, like, they aesthetically change things on the character, aesthetically change the way abilities look and all that. So they do a lot of work for these skins, which is why I think it's a cool thing. So man, even if you're like me and you don't vibe with the way Echo looks normally, hey man, there's true damage Echo right fucking there.
Oh, facts.
True damage Echo, Project Echo. If you're a machine buff, like there's something for you, like for sure. And that's one of the biggest things about this game, is that since it's so varied, there's so many champions, so many different skins, you are going to find, if you won't even have to look that hard, I don't think. Just watching content of the game, you're going to find something that you like, that you vibe with, and that you're going to enjoy. And now,
for good or for bad, you can take that champion anywhere you want.
Now, pre-phase. If you're one of those guys or gals that just decide, I really don't want to play it, then don't play it.
Oh yeah.
Like if you already have set in your mind that you don't really want to play this game, then nothing about this game is gonna make you want to play it, because you've already decided I don't want to play it. So
yeah, that's just
don't bother with your time. But
Yeah.
it's like I said, it's everything and any and everything. Like we don't want it. If you already don't want to do it, you're not gonna want to do it.
Fact.
You're gonna find every single reason not to do that thing.
Facts.
In this case, it would be play League of Legends.
Omega facts.
Now for me, the thing that I think I love about the game the most personally is
Allow his butt.
Got him.
the fact that I love butt. But no, is I mean they kind of go, I guess, hand in hand, is the fact that you can outplay people,
Yeah, that's what I
and
was gonna say.
not just outplay people, but you can have comebacks. And I think those two
Oh, like those
things
close games. Oh
bring
man,
those two
yes.
things bring such a great dynamic to the game, because me personally, the champion that I play, Maokai, a lot of people like will say, oh well, you know, the person you're going against like counters you, or the person that, you know, people, there's like we said, like the community's toxic, so a lot of people will like look at your champion and then look at the opposite champion and be like,
Why would you pick
oh
that
well, you know,
champion?
why'd you pick that champion? You're gonna lose lane, or blah 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 blah. And then when you do go, yeah, and then when you fold them, they're like, well, you know, like most of the time, like it's not about the champion, it's about the person that's playing the
Yeah,
champion.
that's what I was saying earlier about that too. It's like that skill that you just keep getting better at the game.
Yeah,
And it
and
becomes
then
playable.
on top of that, you will also find games where you might do horrible, like you won't be doing that well, or whatever the case may be. Specifically, you, like individually, you won't be doing well, but your team will be doing well, and that's where, like I say, like you should never, ever, ever, ever give up in a League of Legends game until the Nexus blows up, because there's always a chance to where there's gonna be that one team fight and that one play that will completely change the entire game, and you can come back and win the game. And you'll literally be staring at your screen like,
No way.
there's no way that we came back and won. Like I was 0 and
Facts.
11. I was 0 and 11 with like 90 farm, and
It takes
we won
one
the game
shutdown.
by sometimes it takes one shutdown, it takes one kill, it takes one dragon, it takes one team fight, it sometimes can take just one person being off the map completely because they're dead, which will change the complete dynamic of the game, and y'all can come back and win the game. Like the outplay and the comebacks in this game is ridiculous. Like oof, and
That's when the game is
base races. Oh God, I just love League of Legends.
That's it. What say you, young Tank?
Man. I got a lot of issues. I got a lot of problems.
but this game ain't
But
working.
goddamn, does this game bring me back? Now keep in mind, I don't play this game alone, and I never will, ever again. But when I tell you that my thing that I love about this game the most is the possibilities that this game can bring, and that's a very wide range of things. The possibilities of in-game situations, like the outplays, the comebacks, the focus on how well you know your champion, how well you can outplay that person, how stupid you can make people look on your neck,
Facts.
how the possibilities of what's that next champion coming out? Oh, what's that next skin line? Oh yeah, I'm gonna keep playing. Are they finally about to buff my champ? Oh yeah,
I'm
I'm
coming
gonna
back.
keep playing. The possibilities in this game are endless. And I think the reason that we enjoy this game so much is that there's not a game on hell and high earth, heavens, hell or snow that brings us as friends together than League of Legends.
Facts.
If this game wasn't as BS as it was, and it was easy and we all just was chilling on it, we wouldn't play it.
Nope.
We wouldn't play it. Why play something that we already know we're just good at? There's no challenge. We just keep playing. But the challenge is trying to figure out how to overcome that BS, that bullshit. Or just knowing that you can sit here and be angry with your friends together. That's the feeling.
Oh yeah, there ain't nothing better than roasting something unanimously.
God damn, I can't stand that Yasuo. Yeah,
How
fuck
many times have we sat in the game and said, "Hey, bro, that champion bullshit"? How many times we said that?
Billions.
How many times we said that, man?
A
The
lot.
possibilities in this game,
A
man.
lot.
From the beautiful art direction, the lore, nigga, the lore. I spent too much time watching a YouTuber named Necrit.
Oh
Just-
yeah.
Just constantly talk about lore, champions, everything, the possibilities, the theories. This game Riot has made is a gold mine of not only story but gameplay aspects. Nigga, what you
Right?
talking
Work on
about?
your servers though.
Oh, listen.
Oh, yeah.
We can sit here and go in circles about their issues, okay? It
Facts.
took them a decade to get a sign out button. So, I don't, their client still doesn't work. Like, I don't, we can be here in circles. You feel me? But you know what? That won't stop the fact that this is one of the most played online video games to date.
Facts.
Of all time.
And for a
Straight up.
reason. If this game was as trash and as dookie as we make it out to believe in the moments of frustration, people wouldn't play it. Because why would they? It's trash. Waste of time. I'd rather be on Fortnite.
Don't you ever lie to yourself again. No. I wouldn't rather be on Fortnite and running up, shoot somebody with one bullet, they build a whole tower.
But bro, you gotta understand, this game takes up a lot of time. This game takes up a lot of free time. A lot.
Big facts, yeah.
20, 30, 40 minutes a game. Like,
not to mention sitting in queue,
right?
phase, chance select. Like,
3-4 games is 2 hours, bro.
I'll tell you.
And it goes by like that.
I'll tell you like this. Like, it's just a really well designed game. Like most games, they have that bad gameplay. But the design around everything, not including gameplay, is so good that even if the gameplay was actually that bad, I'm pretty sure we would still be playing this game.
Shoot, we was playing at the mug in 2015.
What?
So
I mean, I didn't know what was going on, but
See, for me, this game, the one thing I like about this game is the champions. It's always going to be the champions.
facts, same.
Like I've said on a lot of occasions, I really hate playing League of Legends, and this game just really sucks. I hate it, and people be like, why do you keep playing it? Because I like the champions. And it's as simple as that. Like, the champions that I have an affinity for, I love playing these guys. Like, I love playing Jax, this guy who is literally unbeatable in the fight, who's so cold, they made this dude use a freaking lamppost, and then he turned around and decided, hey, I like this lamppost, it's kind of clean, I'm gonna keep using it.
brother, the lore on these champions. There's people who literally play entire champions strictly because of the lore. Strictly.
I am one of them. That is the reason I play Jax.
Strictly because of the lore. I know a person who strictly plays Olaf because he was freaking cursed to die a glorious death by a witch, and now he just runs into fights and just is like, hey, what up? Fight everything. Everything's war. He literally is on a non-stop run them hands type deal. Like, I enjoyed Step strictly because not only does he throw hands, but his lore of literally starting from this just kid who was making money doing these arena fights, trying to support his mom, and he's literally just this broke kid who rose from literally nothing to becoming the boss of the building. brother. The lore, the overwhelming and pool of opportunity in this game is insane. We could sit here on Overwatch, play a few games, all them games forgetful. Whatever, it's expected. Bastion, Torbjorn, whatever nonsense, whatever, we get it. But them games are forgetful. But I tell you what, you gonna remember that Yumi Riven game. You gonna remember that. You gonna remember that. You gonna hold that.
You gonna hold that. You gonna hold that hard.
But I ain't gonna need that though. I don't want to run that.
Opportunity is insane, and the fact that Riot is making more games other than just a MOBA, like the single player story. They're making a whole animated series. They're making a fighting game, which we are gonna check out.
Heck yeah, we gonna be day one.
That's gonna be facts. That's gonna be there. I mean, the first person shooter, I don't care, but
Valorant is okay.
I mean, it's not for me, but that fighting game, gotta check that out.
Facts.
Got to.
Just point me to the beta. Oh, actually, F that. Point me to the alpha.
There you go. The overwhelming pool of opportunity in this game is so in depth than any other game that we've played. It's insane, and the fact that this company has been going strong since I think it was 2006 when they were first an indie company.
Big Swole.
In California.
Big Swole.
Or like literally developing League, and then its release or its beta on 2000, I think it was 9, and then its release in October. And now that they're it's still going on in 2020, and it don't got no type of list to say that it's stopping anytime soon.
No slowdown.
No.
I would say
Overwatch is dying the moment every time I breathe. Like,
any game that has literally been out, and it is freaking not decaying, but in fact probably growing a decade later. Like, come on,
that's crazy.
Yeah, this game is still growing.
Still,
there's nothing you can't say that the game is not worth. Not worth checking out, because if you're not into it, you're not into it. But there's a reason why this game is still going strong. Later, I mean, this is the only thing Riot was doing for a while. They only just recently, got into other things. They were just doing League. It was making them tons of money. They did one thing very well.
Right.
So
that's right, man.
I don't know if there is another game out there. I'm sure the amount of them are few and far between, but there's not another game that you can say that has the popularity of League and is doing as well as it has with the same amount of time. There's no other game.
Preach it. Okay. And you got other team-based games. You got Smite. Yeah, okay. You got Battle Right. You got Heroes of the Storm.
You got Dota 2 that everybody and their grandma preached was better than League. Oh yeah, that's nice and cool, but we still not playing that bullish.
Yeah, nah.
Facts.
Yeah, you can take that Dota 2 and dote that stuff right out of here.
Yeah, nah, fam.
I'm playing League of Legends. And look at the name.
League of Legends.
Like, it just sound fire.
Like, I came into the game around 2013, I think end of 2013, 2014. I came into this game. I came into the game right when League was like, oh shit, we making bukus amount of money from this game. Let's see. All right, let's see how well we can bring this to more people. I came into the game right when they added the system. They added the fact that you can play on Mac. I came in right when they added you were able to play on Mac computers, on Mac laptops. Luckily, because that's all I had. I came in on the rise of League. On like when it was just about to, like, it was like a few years from reaching its peak. It's like peak. Like, and it ain't slowed down since, man. And I think the reason that we like the game so much as well is because unlike a lot of other companies that preach about, you know, how well they want their community and thank you for the help that you guys have sent. Listen, Riots is so in touch with their community, bro. They give a patch out every other week. Like they sit here over the whole discussion pages talking to people about what they think changes should be. They have these whole Reddit pages and message boards on their freaking on their websites and stuff like that to talk to people, just to talk to people about what changes they could make in the game. Like, there's not many other companies doing that, but there's not. They either barely patch the game, or they try to patch it way too much, and then it just gets overrun with a bunch of nonsense, and then they just stop listening to fans.
Or they stop listening to fans and patch in a vacuum. I'm looking at you, I'm looking at you, Blizzard.
Like, they pack it up and go home. Like, that's just, they don't have that type of bond or that interactivity that they have with fans like Riot does. Like, the feedback they give, they listen to folk.
Yeah,
so, to be fair, they also might not have much of a choice but to listen to folk, because it's really hard to. Well, no. It'd be way too hard to balance 140 plus champions on their own. So at least with the feedback, they can hear what they got to say. Okay, let's look at the numbers. Let's look and see about this champ that they're talking about, and see if this champion's really a problem. Like, oh snap, that champion's really a problem. Or they look at LCS, because LCS is obviously the highest form of League of Legends. It's the highest gatekeep, and they can look at it and say, wow, that champion's been picked a whole lot. They might be a little strong. Let's see how it plays out. Oh dang, this ability is too strong. Maybe we need to pull that back. Let's go into the lab, fellas. Yeah, let's do it. And stuff like that.
I hear you, but they've straight up yeeted people's responses before. They don't. It's not that they have to listen to people. It's the fact that they have so many play testers and people that in their company that play their own game. Like,
true.
They use the public feedback, a lot, and they respond to people a lot just to have that type of interaction with them. But in reality, they don't have to listen to us. They don't have to. They could just have more people in their company play their game and then get the feedback from them. They don't have to listen to us. They don't have to. They could literally look at LCS or LCK or whatever, and literally be like, oh well, shoot, that was freaking stupid in that freaking professional game. Nerf it. Like, they've done it before. So that balance is what's really good. Is the half and half. Okay, we got public opinion. Now let's look at our opinion. You know, like.
Yeah, but I don't think League would be going as successful if they didn't straight up listen to the community, though.
Oh, you're right.
Yeah, nah.
It would have died a long time ago if it was just like that. That's why I would say they kind of have to listen to them, at least hear what they have to say. Because if they were just straight up ignoring people, then they wouldn't give more players. Like, the game would be dead right now.
Blizzard.
Be Blizzard.
But
it says a lot. I know you're trying to end it off. Let me say this one thing that we can. I think it says a lot in regards to what Tank said. Now, I don't see this with League, but I mean they release stuff all the time. They release stuff on the YouTube channel. Again, their group, they have specific YouTube channels where they get things like they're partnered with and get things out too early. And I'm not talking about the LPP. I'm not talking about them. Relax. That's a whole nother issue. But like they just so they don't do this with me specifically, but it's the company that's behind it, which is important. So like with Valorant, even though we were talking about it earlier, as far as like community feedback and all that stuff goes, their devs literally have their own streams where they go and talk to people that play the game. They're playing the game. Like the devs are playing the game on stream, and they will straight up just be like, "Oh," they just answer questions. Be like, "Oh, well, this is our idea behind this." You don't see that like anywhere, And I mean, again, we're talking about this from a fighting game perspective. Dear God, we wish our devs listened. Like,
Ooh, facts.
we are just now starting to find, like, Japanese devs are just now starting to find out that we like rollback, or just that rollback is a thing. Okay, but that's a whole different topic that I could talk another 2 hours about. I'm not going to talk about that.
He said that's a whole other can of worms, and last time he checked, he ain't in the fucking worm business. All right?
Yeah, bro, I'm not. I ain't into that, man.
Facts. Don't take the bait.
Big facts. So there's it's a whole other deal to play a game and know that the company that is responsible for it is listening. It's a super big deal that you're playing a game. You could be like that company is not. I mean, are they going to listen specifically to you? Probably. Are they going to listen to? I'm not going to say like freaking Tank is going to be able to walk up to a dev and be like, "Hey, change this shit," and they're going to be like, "All right, Tank, I got you." Like, I'm not saying they're going to do that. The fact that they are listening to the community, the fact that they are making changes based on what not just the LCS is doing, not just what the BCQ and the Alphabet Soup is doing. But I'm sorry, the moment we said LCS, I had to make that joke. But the fact that they're also listening to what's going on in solo queue, what's going on in normals and all that stuff, and just also having a variety of like game modes that you can do outside, doing like freaking ARAMs and Earth and all that stuff. There's different things you can do. It's a pleasurable experience.
I'm gonna be the one getting it. So I'm gonna be the one getting it.
All right, Aaron, what's the time?
The time is 2 hours and 21 minutes.
Ooh, nasty. I thought it was longer than that. Oh well.
I thought it was time.
I tried to track our time and manage the subjects enough to get all the negativity we could out, but at the same time drop some positivity in the mix. You feel me?
That's why I fucks with you, Aaron.
Yeah, I know. But we at the end of it now. Thank you guys for tuning in to episode number 7 of the Double T's. You know what I'm saying? I'd like to thank again my technicians. I'd like to thank my guest, the young Shinobi, a.k.a. See Me in the Leaf Village. My boy, DJ D-Rec, a.k.a. This is my friend, Tree. But, yeah. So, as I said before, the next Double T is going to be live with my main technician crew. We will be using the cams. I think I'm gonna do it on YouTube. I might do YouTube live. I haven't decided if I'm gonna do YouTube live or try to do it on Twitch. I'm not 100% certain yet, but as soon as I am able to, I will get that up to you. However, if you were courteous enough to watch all of this, including the end, I'm gonna go ahead and drop the next topic, which is going to be straight up movies.
Ooh.
It's gonna be straight up just movies of all kinds. All kinds.
Damn.
All kinds.
Cartoons, old, and other. Yeah, we gotta give everybody something. Well, I say all kinds, but I'll probably end up just closing it up depending on how much material I think we can get out of it. I might focus it a little bit, depending on the questions I ask and whatnot and all that type of stuff. But that's later on. So, if anybody, or does anybody, have anything to say at the end?
Well, I just want to say this then, since I'm kind of usually the one that kind of takes over at the end with these little ending remarks. Right, if you ever hear this, and if you ever, I don't know how you would come by it, a video such as this, let me tell you something. Okay, there's a downside to always patching your game constantly, right? You make these small changes or big changes, but you put yourself in a corner, in a deadline, to try and change something that you don't really have that much information on. You end up buffing or nerfing things that really don't need to be buffed or nerfed, so you don't really understand the overall numbers and the longevity of the fact that you messed up or fixed a champion that you nerfed or buffed. Now, here's the thing. Overall, instead of doing every bi-weekly patches, how about we spread these out maybe once a month or 2 times a month, right? Unless you want to release a champion, right? But you usually don't release a champion every other week anyway, so it's not really going to matter too much, right? So let's try to figure out a way, a system to not have bi-weekly patches, because you clearly can't make up for the deadlines, because you mix up the meta so much bi-weekly and nerfing and buffing things that you don't really grasp the overall system that everybody, the millions upon billions of people who play this game are in, right? So maybe let's stretch out and have more thought about bigger patches in the future instead of these smaller ones bi-weekly, okay? To better understand the community that we're in. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right.
Yo.
All right. Well,
And nerf Yasuo harder than he is.
facts.
Look at what you did.
Facts. Nerf
saw a
Yasuo. Nerf
You saw a
Yumi.
champion. You saw a champion like Yasuo that doesn't use mana and his passive is getting a shield just because he's fucking moving or just existing in the game. A shield that can literally block an ability. But you sat there and said an infinitely dashing and infinitely queuing champion is so not a problem. Nerf his W by like 4 seconds. That'll do it. Thank you.
Well, on that note,
Also, can we nerf Garen's AD ratio?
shut up.
For the love of God. I
Keep
swear to God,
going
if I play one more
forever.
game and a freaking Garen hits me with Triforce and Black Cleaver and takes my whole health bar in 1 Q, I'm gonna lose my shit.
Okay. On that note, we're gonna go play this ignorant ace game. Oh,
Thank you.
alright. Bye.